I am back with another video. Before we get started, I want to show you guys this hair from our sponsor, Beaufox Hair. So I'm going to show you guys a little tutorial before I get to my discussion. So this is the hair that they sent me, 3 bundles in the closure of their blonde 613 hair, with my longest bundle being 20 inches. So again, here is the hair, body wave, nice and silky, and it's blonde. So that means, guess what? We're going to be coloring. So I have the closure here, and you actually don't have to bleach the knots because the knots are honestly going to be bleached already. So I just have my mannequin head per usual. I like to use the one that is size 22 because this is the average head size of most people. And then I'm going to be taking some needle and thread, and I'm going to automatically get to sewing the hair. So I actually take the spandex dome style wig cap, and I'm going to just apply it onto my mannequin head as if I would apply it onto my own head. And I'm just going to move it around, and then I'm going to begin to unravel the hair so we can start sewing on the bundles. So I start from the side per usual because this just gives you a more full look all around the hair. And I'm just going to be sewing around, back and forth. I do not cut my wefts until I get to the top. I always double the first bundle, and then this is what the hair looked like when I had sewed in the bundles and the closure. So I was gonna leave it like this, but I'm like, you know what? Let's color it. I don't know if I can do the blonde all the way. And so you need yourself just a nice basin here so that you have the hot water in. Go ahead and use some of your Adore Me color. I'm using the color Royal Navy, this blue color, so pretty. And I'm gonna get my water that I boiled. You want it to be steaming hot, and I need it to boil like 3 times. That way I could have enough water to reach at least halfway up on your basin. And then I'm just going to be pouring in the color while the water is still hot. And as you can see, it starts to disperse all around the water. So I mix it up. Please do not use your hands like I did at first because it was burning hot. Mix it up with a spoon or a comb or something and just gently dip in the hair. Try to use something else like tongs because it was so hot I couldn't even put my whole hand in there. And you want it to fully saturate the wig unit. So I also added in some dark brown hair dye, and I put it by the roots so that my roots can kind of be dark. And it kind of just went kind of crazy all over the place, but that's how I got the darker roots. When you see the hair full out, as you can see, there's some splotches of black, which I don't know how blue and brown makes black, but it did. But it didn't look bad, and nonetheless, I still wanted to try the hairstyle out because I just love the color blue on my skin tone. I think it looks really nice, and I wanted my roots to be dark because it's just going to look a little bit more natural. So just some styling. I'm using a Remington curling wand, and I'm just going to be putting it to my highest heat. I put my heat protectant on off camera, and I'm doing wand curls all around the head of the hair. And I'm just going to hold it on the barrel for a little bit, pinch it right before I let it go, and did that all around the entire head. So when I was done, this is what it looked like before I separated the curls. I was going to use my fingers, but I just went through with a comb to separate the curls and make it nice and fluffy because this was like a really cute style. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be this cute. So I went ahead and put the wig on, and as you can see, the closure area is looking pretty natural. I filled it in with makeup powder because I couldn't bleach the knots after I had already colored the hair. So I just used makeup to make sure that the scalp color matched with my hair color. And this is pretty much what it looked like. Nice, fluffy, bouncy, ready to go. And yes, make sure you check the description box down below for this hair, and let's get right into this video. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. So today's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video.
Nigga, pay attention.
Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Hey. 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 Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Hey. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Hey. Yes, again with the extended version. I am back. And I am better, okay? I have been away. I don't even know what I've been doing. Finals, school just ended, okay? So I've been going through a lot of stuff. And yeah, so I'm here, okay? I'm here. So as you guys can see by today's title, we are going to be talking about Ms. Queen Naija. So Queen Naija, if you don't know who she is a YouTuber who turned her life into being a singer. So she actually was always into singing. She had an interest and passion for singing. And I actually do think she's talented. I do think she can sing. And she started off on a YouTube channel with her then husband, her now ex-husband, Chris Sales. You know, they have a baby. They were doing the whole family vlogging, pranks, challenges, that type of thing. I actually thought they were very entertaining. I actually liked them when they first came out. Then they got a lot of fame, a lot of money. money and all that type of stuff. And as you know, with a lot of fame and money, your relationship starts to kind of just fall off. So the relationship definitely took a turn for the worse. He was cheating, and I don't think he cheated once. He probably cheated multiple times. And they ended up splitting up and got a divorce. She then moved on, found her another sucker. Found her another boyfriend named Clarence NYC, and she and him have been dating since. Their son is a few months old, and they now are in a relationship. I don't know if you guys have seen, but in her recent post on Instagram, she posted that she has now gotten a nice new body, okay? She snatched the waist, she brought out the hips, okay? And then she just, you know, she got a BBL. I know she had lipo in the past. And I just wanted to talk about the entire situation because it seemed like it made the shade room per usual. And a lot of people were talking about it. So I've broken my video into 5 main talking points that I wanted to discuss. So let's get right into this video. So my first talking point is everybody does it, okay? Everybody does it or is doing it. That means everybody is out here getting work done. Everybody out here is getting a BBL. Everyone's out here getting fat transfer. Every type of nip tuck. Nobody is content with themselves. And I'm not saying that you have to be. Everyone has insecurities. And I think it's healthy for people to have insecurities because it shows that we are human and we are not all perfect. But I do have to say that even though I am not against someone going to get surgery, especially if it's going to make them feel better about themselves, because self-esteem, body positivity, and all those types of things is really important in this day and age to feel happy within yourself. And if that means going to go get under the knife, then so be it. I just feel like it was very unnecessary for Queen Naija because I feel like her body looked great before. But I mean, being real, I don't know what she looks like underneath her clothes. I've never been in her face. I've never seen her in person. This one is kind of like another person succumb to the pressures of being perfect or succumb to the pressures of social media and basically adopted the Instagram body trend. Now, honestly, I can tell by her picture she is still swollen. She is still recovering, but her body does look kind of typical and it kind of looks really big on her because apparently she's a really petite person. Can't wait to see what the outcome is, like what she looks like afterwards. But I kind of feel like at this point everyone's doing it, which is why I sit up here and I kind of like rehearse the fact that I don't care what you do to your body. I just want girls to understand that there's a difference between real and there's a difference between fake. And a lot of you girls see these girls on Instagram and you think that their body is all natural and it's really not. Which brings me to my second point, which was she was very honest. So a lot of girls will get on social media and just lie about their body. You don't know how many people that you follow who have lied about everything that they've gotten done. Or even if they tell you the truth, they didn't tell you the extent of how much work they've actually gotten done. The difference between doing something on your face and doing something on your body is that your body is going to be more noticeable because it's your physique. It's something that everybody sees. So when you do something on your face, like maybe get a brow lift or get lip injections, it's not as noticeable as sucking the fat out of your stomach, placing it in your booty, getting some bigger hips, you know, and doing things like that. And by the way, you can only get bigger hips through surgery. You can accentuate your hips and your hip muscle, but you cannot grow your hip, okay? You're not gonna grow a bone, okay? You're not, just to put that out there. But I will say Queen Naija was very honest and open about what she got done, and she was always open about it before because I think it's really not because she really wanted to tell people. Like if she could keep it under wraps, she would, but she knew that people were gonna find out and obviously expose her for what she's done. So she rather had just beat everybody to the punch and said what she got done versus people finding out and accusing her of, you know, lying. Like a lot of you girls are really out here lying, and because there's gonna be somebody that sees this video that's gonna be triggered, okay? I'm Mrs. Trigger, okay? Call me Trigger, okay? Queen Chioma Trigger, okay? That's me. I am Trigger. A lot of you girls legitimately are sitting here feeding your subscribers, feeding your followers, feeding whoever is following you, watching you, supporting you lies as if you naturally look the way that you do. And it's a lie. Like you will sit up here and say it's squats and flat tummy tea when in reality it's injection, suck, pluck, pull. It's a whole bunch of things that you are not admitting to. So I will commend her for being honest. But with the honesty, I want you girls to understand that you have to stop being so gullible, okay? And this is going for the younger ones because you guys gotta remember Instagram really came out. I don't even think Instagram has been a thing for 10 years. Like I feel like social media took off when I was like, beginning of high school maybe. I would say like 2000 2010, 11, like around that time. So it was kind of like, for me, I never had to really be a young person, like, I mean, gullible age, falling into social media, because social media wasn't being used the way how it is now. So I'm happy that I'm older and I can tell the difference between real, fake, honest, bullshit, versus the girls who are literally 12, 13, 15, 16, writing me, asking me, Chioma, how did you get so thick? How did you gain so much weight? Like, I want to do whatever you're doing. In reality, mine is just eating in puberty, and the girls that you're watching on the TV screen are going to tell you to do squats and do flat tummy tea when that's not the case. They definitely got underneath that knife and was definitely on that doctor's table. So I don't want you girls to be gullible. So I will commend her for being honest, because it kind of diminishes the whole gray area of what people think a real body is versus a fake body. Point number 3 brings me to something that I feel like is very important to point out at this day and age, and that is, you can think somebody has it all and is happy when they're really not. Like I said, she's human, so she has insecurities. I'm not about to sit up here and get mad at a girl for doing something that made her happy when we all have insecurities. We all have problems. Like, do you know how many things on my face that I wish I could change right this second? Like, I'm going to go get aligners for my teeth because I don't want my teeth to have spaces, and I don't want to keep having this damn lisp, okay? Because I have it and I hear it. When I look at myself, I see my teeth, so I went and got the aligner fitting so I can start doing my Smile Direct Club. I'm going to get my eyebrows done because I don't like having thin eyebrows. I fill in my eyebrows, okay? We all have insecurities. There's something about you on your body that if you had the means to change it, you would. And you girls need to stop acting like you wouldn't change something about you if you had the means to do it, okay? We all fall into the pressures of social media, influencers, perfect life people, all that stuff. We all fall into those pressures. Do not tell me that you don't get on Instagram, scroll down, and see something and be like, I wish that my body was like this. I wish my boobs were bigger. I wish my butt was fatter. I wish my hips were wider. I wish my nose was slimmer. I wish my eyebrows were darker and fuller. Something. We all do it. So stop sitting up here and acting like you don't have an insecurity. But it goes to show that you could think that somebody has it all and is happy with everything, and they're really not. And Queen Naija is an example of that. You thought that she was happy with everything that she had going on, hit record, millions of followers, a lot of money, a new boyfriend, a new baby, but it was something that still led her to be insecure, which was her body. Now, I am not a mother, okay? I don't know what it's like to have a baby, and I don't know the effect that it takes on your body. But at the same time, I can tell that after she had a child, being that your body is going to change dramatically, she was not happy with her appearance, stomach stretching, or whatever the repercussions are of having a child. Like I said, she moved on. She has a new boyfriend, new baby, and everything, but she's still insecure within herself. And I genuinely think it's because of her ex. I remember there was a prank that her and Chris did, and it had something to do with like talking about her body, and she was just like, well, I had your baby, what do you expect? And I don't think she was ever happy with herself, because she's always admitted to always being very small and petite prior to having children, and then when she had kids, her body obviously changed. Now, I don't know, because I'm like, again, I'm not a mom, I never had a child, but I don't know why moms feel so much pressure to be back perfect, because childbirth is no joke. And I don't want to sound like I'm biased or as if I don't know what I'm talking about, because I haven't had a child, but I will never understand the pressure to automatically get back to the size that you were. Like, you just birthed a life, a 8-pound baby came out of you, stretched your stomach so big. Like, why do we automatically think that we just have to snap back to what we look like? You guys not remember when Black China got exposed by Robert Kardashian, and he basically told everybody that when she had the baby Dream, but it was just, I think, what, 2016, that she, right after that, got another batch of surgery on her body because she was not happy with what her body looked like post baby. And I don't know, some of you moms can tell me, but I feel like we need to do a little bit more embracing of what mother bodies look like. I understand that some of us that will snap back into our original bodies, what we look like prior to having a kid, but I don't know, it makes me almost not that I don't want to have a child, but it almost makes me scared. Like, am I gonna hate myself this much and not have enough confidence in myself after I have a baby to the point where I'm willing to go risk my life and go underneath a table or a knife just to get back to what I think I want to look like? And it's not that we're going back to what we were. We're changing ourselves completely. It's almost like people don't embrace that after you have a child, that you can still look good. And I feel like we need to do more of that. But I understand the pressures of being in an industry that wants you to look good and perfect all the time, so I can see why she did it. Point number 4 is, to me, this is almost a conflict of interest, because I feel like this kind of deters away from her music. Like, I don't care what an artist looks like. Honestly, if your music is good, your music is good. She's a talented girl. She could sing, you feel me? I don't really care what she looks like. I like the music. You know, I don't listen to her music because R&B is not really my thing, but the songs that I have heard, they're good songs. You know, so it's just like, to me, why does it matter what you look like when your music is good? And why are we going to now focus on your body and what you look like versus your actual talent and craft? To me, it kind of takes away from her talent when you have to go and do such a drastic change to yourself. Like, it's not that she just went from getting a little bit bigger hips with a little smaller waist. Like, obviously, like I said, she's still swollen in those pictures because it's a recent surgery, but she just looks so much different to me, and not different in a way that's like different than anybody else. You know, you kind of have the same standard body that I see on every last Instagram body person. And you guys are going to realize that that whole Instagram thought body phase is gonna fade out so soon. Nobody's gonna care anymore. I feel like a lot of people are growing up and getting a little bit wiser and realizing this doesn't matter. This is not what we want. We don't care. Oh, you have the same body as everybody else. Whatever, basic. Okay, next. On to the next person. Like, it's gonna be, it's still a trend, it's still a fad, but I'm telling you, this is going to fade out within the next 5 years. And people are gonna be looking so crazy, spending thousands of dollars to put so much stuff into their body. I hope you guys are happy in the long run. I feel like people want to focus on somebody's craft versus what they look like for most of the time, at least. Granted, no one's really going to care, but I don't feel like Queen Naija is really doing enough with the music stuff at this moment, at least, to really be out here changing herself so drastically. And isn't her baby only a couple months old? Like, is it? If I'm not mistaken, the baby was born in like January, if not February. Let me check my sources, because I could have sworn this baby is a couple. What's his name? Lorenzo Legend. Okay, so the baby was born on February 2nd, 2019. So that's March, April, May. The baby is 3 months old. I don't know. I feel like 3 months is not that much time in between giving birth to just get back on the table. People are starting to think childbirth is just childbirth. Like, that is a very hardcore thing to do to your body. Like, your body endures so many changes from month 1 to month 9 than the actual birthing process. Like, I don't know. I do a lot of research on like random stuff like this, but it's so crazy that 3 months later, you're already running to go get the surgery. I don't know. I feel like it was kind of fast. And then when she said that she was on Percocet, don't you still breastfeed? Because I was talking to a lady the other day when I went to a Japanese restaurant, and she has a, I think, 1-year-old, almost 1-year-old, and she just stopped breastfeeding, and she was like, oh, I'm so happy. I can drink wine now. I can drink coffee. I can drink so many more things now. I can eat this, that, and the third, now that I'm done breastfeeding. So I was like, aren't you still breastfeeding? How can you be taking Percocets? Granted, you're not going to keep taking Percocets, but still. My fifth and final point is, did she really need this surgery? Honestly, I feel like her body was fine before. Even before the lipo, I thought she had a good body. After lipo, I think she had a good body. She's always had like a little butt and hips. Like, she always had a little curvy shape to her. So I guess the surgery just went ahead and accentuated what she already had. But I don't really think the surgery was necessary for her. I mean, obviously, it's doing what she wants to do. So I'm not going to be against that. If it makes you happy, if you like it, I love it, okay? But I don't really think it was a necessity for her career. Like, it was really unnecessary surgery. And it wasn't going to help her in any way. It's not going to get you more sponsorships. You already have fashion over sponsorships. You're already making so much money. You have the boyfriend. You have the babies. You're in a good place. You're finally happy like you claim to be. So I don't think it was really necessary. Did she really need it? No. I don't think anybody needs a BBL, to be honest, okay? Nobody really needs it. It's really a want. But I don't think it really did anything or is going to do anything for her career personally. I do understand wanting to do something to make yourself happy, and people kill me with like, oh, well, people can't do it for themselves, like they're doing it for other people. Like, no, you can really do something for yourself. Like, you can make yourself happy by doing something. I just feel like she really didn't need the surgery overall. So that is it for this video. What are you guys' thoughts on Queen Naija's new body, her new BBL? How do you feel about the way how she announced it? How do you feel about the way that she went about it? What do you think of the whole entire situation? Don't forget to check the description box down below for this hair. You know, this is popping. Came through with the blue on you. You already know, I be getting so hyped with like hair and stuff. Like, I don't know, I just love it. I really do. I don't know, I just really love the hair. I love playing around with hair, color, everything. I definitely want to try some different styles for you guys, but make sure you check out our sponsor down below, Beaufox Hair, so you guys can get you your 613 blonde hair and dye it whatever color. And make sure you guys send me some pictures, because I like to see you guys apply my tutorials, okay? Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.